already. Afternoon sunlight steams into the room and envelops Xavier's fluffy cat ears in a golden glow. While they twitch, he absent-mindedly snacks. The crunching noise is so loud that I feel like I've walked into a live stream of a cat's eating show. How did things even get to this point? 3 days ago. At Meow's Cafe. You won again? How?
It was a close match.
That is so off character for him. I've never seen you play so well before. Did you and the evil cats plan this?
Meow, meow, meow.
Honestly, I doubt you could keep up your win streak. Those last few games don't count. Let's do another 300 rounds.
Meow, meow, meow.
As long as you're up for it, I don't see why we shouldn't.
300 rounds? We kept playing until the evil cats were exhausted. Only then did we leave the cat cafe. Wow! And to my surprise, Xavier had sprouted a pair of cat ears the next morning. Apparently, Xavier is being affected by the cat's evil. It's probably their way of getting back at us for making them work overtime.
What are you thinking about?
Xavier's voice brings me back out of my thoughts. Somehow, he moved from the other end of the sofa to be next to me. The bag of snacks rustles in his hand. It's obvious Xavier has surrendered to his feline nature.
Didn't you say you needed to tell me something? What is it?
I have Sylus and Zane emotes. My two boys. Xavier's soft ears brush against my cheek, and his expectant gaze makes my guilt slightly heavier. Oh no, he's hot! I've been struggling to tell Xavier about my business trip. He's been very clingy since his transformation. A bird's chirping cuts me off. Xavier's cat ears twitch as he sits up straight. I take this chance to say what I've been mulling over the entire day. I have a mission and need to travel the day after tomorrow. I'll be gone for 3 days. Oh, his ears! Oh, his ears! He takes a moment to respond.
Let's go together.
Of course. I shake my head. You can't use your evil now that you're a cat. The comprehensive assessment said that you're not allowed to accept any missions not until you're back to normal.
Even without my evil, I still have my wits and experience.
That's not enough. As they say, safety first.
Okay.
His ears! Okay. Okay. He answers nonchalantly, but his cat ears droop. Seeing him like this creates a small hole in my heart. Sulky boy. He's so sulky. I won't be gone for long. You'll be okay by yourself for a few days, right?
If you're asking, you must be unsure.
He emphasizes the word you. Weren't you bragging about being a capable adult despite having cat ears a few days ago? You'll be fine. He gives me a look before leaning back against the sofa.
Yeah, I just have to stay at home. Alone. What could possibly go wrong? The worst I can do is be so focused on grooming myself that I forget to eat. Or I chase birds on the rooftop. Maybe some wanderers will try to avenge themselves since I can't use my evil right now. It's minor stuff. You can go on that business trip. Don't worry about me.
Guilt trip or some more, sir? He nods with certainty. Never mind, let's come back to the trip discussion later. I'm going to take out the trash. Having seen Xavier say those words so earnestly, I find an excuse to do something else. I reach for the garbage bag, but see it's missing. Xavier is already at the door with it. Are you actually going to accompany me as I take out the trash?
I'm escorting you. Were you attacked by strays when you went outside yesterday?
They should have made the boys all interact with each other for this card. This event. Please. I would have loved to see that. Not really, but if you rubbed up against me, how did you know?
Another cat's scent is on you. I could smell it a mile away.
As he speaks, Xavier sniffs the air.
They weren't just rubbing against you. They left an important message.
Was it Sylus?
It's something like, "This human has dried fish at home. We must deceive and rob her of all the fishies tomorrow."
You got all that from a sniff? That was not Sylus. I don't think Sylus would talk like that. You got all that from a sniff.
A cat's nose is sharper than a human's. Come on, let's say hello to them.
This is wild. I don't know. I don't know. Over the next few days, Xavier is very insistent about escorting me around. He's practically glued to my side even as I pack my bags at home. I need another one. Xavier, can you get the gray bag for me? It's in the living room. Xavier doesn't respond. When I turn around, I see him sneaking to the door. He's holding 2 bags I just packed. I want to pull on his tail. Xavier. He stops in his tracks.
What is it?
Why are you so sulky? I quickly approach Xavier, who hurriedly hides the bags behind him. Didn't we agree yesterday that you'd stay at home while I'm away? Why are you going back on your word?
Yesterday was yesterday. Can't we make a new agreement today?
Of course not. Even if you hide all my stuff, I'm still going.
Okay.
I hold out my hand to Xavier. Xavier reluctantly gives me back my bags. Did you hide anything else?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I pull up my watch's search interface and locate my phone. To locate my phone. I follow the sound of the sofa. I lift the cushion to see my phone that got tucked under it. Xavier. I also find my face wash, electric toothbrush, and portable charger. Until I'm done packing, you will sit on this sofa. You are not allowed to move more than 5 steps. I usher Xavier to one end of the sofa and make him sit down, then I take 5 steps. From this sofa to the suitcase is exactly 5 steps.
I take bigger steps than you. We should count with mine.
Before I realize it, he moves the suitcase. He moves the suitcase a bit further away.
It should be around here.
With no more interruptions from Xavier, I quickly check to see what items I still need. When I returned to the living room with them, I noticed the suitcase had moved quite a bit from its original spot. Did the suitcase grow legs and walk 5 steps? Xavier, who's close to it, nods. As I finish packing and close the suitcase, I see Xavier's face darken.
Are you really going by yourself?
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider?
This poor boy. He frowns and I rub his cat ears to comfort him. Mummy 420 Bear, thank you for the follow. Thank you. He frowns and I rub his cat ears to comfort him. It's just 3 days, I'll be back before you know it. I'm playing Loveanddeepspace.
I can't believe you'd actually leave me alone in this house.
His expression shifts and he quickly leans on my luggage.
If you can't stay, at least leave something behind to keep me company. Like this suitcase.
It's a mobile game. He's so pouty. I think this is the sulkiest I've ever seen Xavier be. Xavier.
It's time to see if
there
this
he is.
suitcase will
There's
work as
the
a
normal
pillow
boy.
tonight. Good night.
Stop messing around.
I can't hear you.
Xavier starts to close his eyes. I come up with a plan. Don't sleep. I'm taking you with me.
Where are we going?
We can find foster families for cats and Xavier, who's now a cat. The airport.
Really?
He's so cute. The taxi comes to a stop by the side of the street. I open the door and help a groggy Xavier out. Get out.
We're already there?
Confused, he looks around, then he rests his head against my shoulder.
I thought we were going to the airport. Where are we?
You got here pretty fast.
Jeremiah!
I thought it'd take another 10 minutes at least.
Hearing Jeremiah's voice from behind, Xavier steps to the side. His eyes are slightly widened.
Why did you bring me to this place?
You'll find out soon enough. Jeremiah approaches and notices the cat ears. The two men freeze.
What's with the new look?
There was a small accident.
The cat didn't beat you up, right? Hey, what are you doing out here?
No, unfortunately, there's no way to like get them on your PC yet. I know that Loveanddeepspace is on VR, but it's only on the Apple Vision. I'm very sad. I want an Apple Vision just so I can play Loveanddeepspace. I do play MeChat as well, but I can't stream MeChat. That shit's wild. Shit's wild. I used to play a lot of the Shall We Date games too back in the day. A cat's meow by his feet catches our attention. Jeremiah holds the cat that's wearing a butler uniform with a tiny bow tie. this the cat you adopted?
Yeah, he's well behaved and understands us. But he can be a bit clingy. He meows up a storm if I'm gone for 5 minutes.
I absolutely love these games. They're wonderful. I'm always open to suggestions too. That's just how cats are. As I say this, I glance at Xavier, who looks up but avoids my gaze. But Xavier turned into a cat that's... He's an exception. He likes being alone and is anything but clingy. Like right now, he insists on staying home alone while I go on a business trip. I brought him here because I'm worried he'll be bored by himself. The cat meows at Xavier. I turn my head and notice Xavier's silent protest at his gaze.
That's it? Well, you can leave him here with me. You've got nothing to worry about.
She's gonna leave him with Jeremiah. As if to respond to Jeremiah's words, the cat rolls its bead-like eyes and nods. His bow tie sways. The cat's adorable appearance makes me move closer to him. You're so cute in that uniform. The suit makes you look cool. It really brings out your personality. I already know what's gonna happen. I gently scratch the cat's head, and my fingers slide towards its soft tummy.
I agree. This outfit suits him.
The cat purrs happily. He's about to lick me when Xavier quickly grabs my hand.
You dropped off everything and said what needed to be said. The driver's waiting.
Oh yeah, don't miss your flight.
Yeah, this one's on my phone. I'm streaming my phone screen to my PC. Then I'll be on my way. With the depths of his gaze revealing his resentment, Xavier follows me to the taxi. Before getting into the car, I turn and see Jeremiah nearby. He holds his cat's paw and waves it. I'm leaving Xavier in your care, and I'll bring back some dried fish for your cat. He's so sulky! It's called Loveanddeepspace. Once I'm done talking, Xavier ushers me into the taxi. He places a hand on the car roof, leans against the door, and stares at me.
You got your way. I see you're very smug about it, too.
Just stay here. Once I'm back in Lincoln, the first thing I'll do is pick you up. I poke his face a few times when he doesn't move. I'll bring you some dried fish.
That's not what I want.
Xavier leans closer, but then Jeremiah calls out to him.
Xavier, help me carry this flower pot?
Xavier stiffens.
Coming.
Poor boy. Poor boy. The mission progressed better than I expected. After another day draws to a close, I head back to my hotel room. The room is quiet. A gentle breeze rustles the curtains as it flows through a gap under the window. And the untouched table and neatly packed suitcase suddenly makes this place feel empty. It feels weird not having Xavier around, even though he's been a cat for only a little while. I miss his mischief. I haven't heard from him in a long time. I hope he's not too busy playing with that cat. He didn't forget me, did he? Of course she starts to miss him. With these thoughts in my head, I reach for my phone and call Xavier. You are welcome. Enjoy, Mummy. It's wonderful. I've been playing since January of this year. Why isn't he answering? Since Xavier isn't picking up his phone, I have no choice but to call Jeremiah.
Hello? What's up?
Hi, Jeremiah. Can you check and see why Xavier isn't answering his phone?
Sure thing. Looks like he's asleep. Xavier...
It's okay, let him rest. That's very good. I just wanted to see how he's been. Is he upset or messing around?
He's doing fine. He's eating well, sleeping well, and he's getting along great with the cat.
Well, that's good. Jeremiah suddenly trails off.
Stop licking his ears already. Let him sleep. Go back to your bed. Hey, get down from there.
Oh, is Jeremiah's cat being crazy? Now that the mission is over, I return to Lincoln and head straight to Philo with the cat treats and cat toys. I don't know if I said that right. Floral fragrance and cheerful music permeate the shop. Jeremiah sits alone on a stool. He's trimming some flowers.
Oh? You're back so soon?
Yay! We get to see animated Jeremiah. I managed to get on a flight that had an earlier departure time. He's so cute. Everybody was like being so mean to him when I was on X, and I was like, he looks fine. He looks fine. Where's Xavier?
He's been out since this morning with the cat. He said something about preparing for your
I can't wait till
return
we
party.
see Luke and Kieran like this. I really hope we do. Well, I mean, we already have, technically, but I don't know if we've seen them in, like, the chatting form like this. Fingers crossed that's coming. Jeremiah shrugs.
But he didn't seem to be in a celebratory mood when he left.
I will too.
I have no idea what he's planning.
The door is pushed open. I turn to see who it is.
I thought you weren't coming back until tonight.
Oh, handsome boy. He's so handsome. Xavier's dressed in a butler uniform, stands at the entrance of Philo. His expression is obscured by the sunlight. What are you? He glances at me and steps inside. I notice what he's carrying. The lively cat from a few days ago has been stripped of its butler uniform.
What's wrong? You liked his outfit.
He's
I
so
thought it wouldn't
fucking
hurt to get another
jealous!
set.
You really got a butler outfit because you were jealous of the cats? Oh, this man. Where are his clothes?
None of them fit.
Your butler suit fits perfectly, though.
That's why I'm wearing it.
The cat in Xavier's arms reaches for his ears, but before I can say anything, Xavier quickly catches the little paw.
Are you using the same old trick again? You should try something new. You or me? Who's the slow one here?
So pouty, so sulky. Jeremiah, who's pitying his cat, carefully puts down his shears.
He's just playing around. Can't you be a little nicer to him? He's still a kitten.
I'll consider it when he shows some respect. Maybe.
Xavier taps the cat's head.
That's for sneaking up on me again.
I approach Xavier, his cat ears twitch as he slightly lowers his head. With Jeremiah still around, I hesitate, then I reached out towards the lower pair, the cat cradled in his arms. As soon as I reach out, Xavier lets go of Jeremiah's pet. The cat scampers away. You. The door opens and two customers walk in. Jeremiah quickly gets up to greet them.
Good afternoon. What flowers are you interested in?
Xavier picks up the spray bottle and heads to the greenhouse in the back.
We have a few plants here that need to be watered. Do you want to help out?
I follow Xavier into the greenhouse. Flowers in every color are blossoming. Sunlight pours in through the glass, which makes the leaves shine.
How was your mission?
Xavier turns to me as he asks his questions. He watches the water drip from the flower pot. Everything went well. It's just, I missed having my partner around. It took me a while to get used to it. He straightens his posture and turns his attention to the flower pot next to me.
I guess you won't be so quick to abandon your partner next time, right?
He says with a knowing look. Looks like the cat I gave to a foster family is holding a grudge against me.
I was too busy eating, messing around, and napping. I didn't hold a grudge.
He walks to the other side of the table and I follow him. True, Jeremiah said you've been doing well these past few days. You slept and ate without any issues. I place my hands on the wooden table and lean towards Xavier's shoulder. Are you so busy that you can't hold a grudge, or did you have too much fun to the point where you forgot about me? Suddenly he faces me, and because he's close, I could see the slight tremble of his eyelashes. He aims the spray bottle at me as if he's about to spray me.
What do you think?
Not getting the answer he wanted, Xavier playfully sprays water above my head. A mist descends and wets his cat ears. I try to help him wipe off the droplets, but he moves out of the way. I grab only air.
You're the one who forgot me. The first thing you did when you came back was put dried fish on the counter, and then you pet other cats.
Xavier pulls away, somewhat disgruntled, and crouches down to tend the flowers on the lower shelf. Oh, so that's why he's upset. Xavier's active indifference is so funny and cute. I pull over my chair, sit down, and take out an item from my bag. It's for Xavier. I didn't forget your gift. Here we go, chat. Even if I don't know what to do with the sulking Xavier, I missed it. Oh, wait. A sulking Xavi kitty is...
A bell?
He's so cute, I can't. I'm pretty sure
you
Oh,
got what
that's
you
Xavier.
wanted. Why are you still shaking it?
I haven't, actually, but I'm close to getting it.
So you remembered to be gentle with my ears.
I can't. He's so cute. Oh, you're fine. It's all good, Mummy. Have a good night. If you're, well, I'm guessing if you're putting him to bed, it's probably nighttime. Sleep well. I don't know what the wine was, but it was adorable. I'm gonna get flustered.
Why do you keep pushing your luck when you find an opening? We don't stop halfway when it comes to these things, right? Yeah, right there, by my ear.
I missed what she said. I'm sorry.
But even if I like it, I can't forgive you for abandoning me, not yet. Not like this.
Yes, scratch him under the chin.
It's nice. But this isn't what I... You're good
I
at
don't know
dealing
why
with
the
cat
audio did that.
butlers.
Oh
You
my
don't need
God.
any hints, right? I guess you know exactly where to pet to get a cat.
What is
purring,
happening?
huh? Why not try here?
Xavier! Whoa! I need a minute. What the fuck, dude? Holy shit! Okay! Alright! I'm fine. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. Shadows elongate out under the late afternoon sun. The cat, feeling refreshed from a nap, squeezes in through the greenhouse's doorway. Xavier sits cross-legged on the floor. He leans against my legs while I fix his tousled hair. The cat slowly approaches the chair I'm sitting in and paws at the bell next to me.
This is mine.
Failing to grab the bell, the kitty blinks and twists its body, ready to jump onto my lap.
This is also mine.
So possessive. Xavier intercepts the cat mid-jump by grabbing his scruff and places him back on the ground. After assessing the situation, the cat loafs by my feet.
That's better.
You two have finally reached an understanding. After a moment passes, Xavier suddenly remembers something.
Right.
He gets up and takes a small flower crown from the trellis adorned with indigo irises. What's that? His gaze shines in the sunlight as it meets mine.
I made it for you. For when you return to me.
His expression remains calm, but his cat ears slightly perk up.
Humans miss each other when they're separated.
Really? This doesn't apply to cats?
Of course not. Missing is just part of a cat's nature.
A breeze blows past us and the dappled light on Xavier's hair sways. Xavier's words, mingling with the scent of flowers, drifts on the wind.
Your cat always misses you, even when you're right next to him.
On the end of the plant strand is a flower pot with blooming indigo irises. Attached to one of its corners is a handwritten note. It reads, "In the language of flowers, this means I miss you." Oh, that's sweet. That was sweet. That was really sweet. That kindled was absolutely fucking wild, but that was sweet. It ended sweet. What the fuck, dude?
You know where to find me, Miss Hunter.
Another voicemail. I'm not reading all that, I'm sorry. I don't want to. Does your boss man know who Snowy Owl is? Could it be by any chance an old friend of his?
Boss man only has enemies as far as we're concerned. I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself about this person.
Yay, we get to see Luke and Kieran! I'm so excited.
But he's been missing for 3 days now.
Bitter smiles discreetly grace Luke and Kieran's faces as they answer my questions.
He hasn't returned since he went to Lincoln last week.
But why couldn't I contact him when I tried to call?
Boss didn't want us to talk about it.
Of course he didn't. Of course he didn't.
But if it's an emergency, you can check Meow's Cafe. You know, the one in Lincoln.
What is he doing at Meow's Cafe?
He's just visiting.
Uh-huh. Sounds like it. The door to Meow's Cafe is closed. A sign at the entrance shows scrolling text that reads, "The cafe is temporarily closed. The reopening date is to be determined." Last week I dragged Sylus here to play kitty cards with me, and taking an advantage of his bad luck, I made him suffer a crushing defeat. Don't tell me he's still upset about that.
This cafe had a week-long celebration event, but after it ended, the establishment closed. I guess they're doing some renovating.
I passed this place a few days ago when I just got off work. The lights in the cafe were still on after midnight. And the constant meow.
Oh shit. There's a fluctuation inside the cafe. I sneak in and mentally prepare myself for whatever awaits me, yet what I see is still beyond my wildest imagination. The evil kitties that usually stay in their cups are out and about. They are circling the auto manager and meowing it incessantly, as if they are speaking something.
I'm sorry, miss, but our cat cafe only serves cat customers at this time.
A Siamese cat jumps up on the table with its tail raised high. Its bristling fur makes it look like a sea urchin.
Meow.
I apologize for the negative experience caused by our clerical butler. We value everyone's feedback, and your comments have been recorded.
Is the kitty filing a complaint?
With a sleek body, long legs, perfect toe beans, and beautiful fur, the clerical butler should have made a great human cuddle buddy.
A sleek body, long legs, perfect toe beans, and beautiful fur.
But he always has the stern look on his face, and he's very rude. He
My
disrespects
Sylus.
the customers and doesn't cooperate. This isn't the first time I receive feedback like this.
They're not talking about Sylus, are they? Oh, yes, they probably are. While Otto is calming down the agitated cats, I quietly slip into the other room.
That's not a spot for you to climb on, little guy.
He's so handsome. Sylus sits leisurely on the sofa since he's buried under a pile of fluffy kitties. He picks up the one that's attempting to hide under his shirt collar. The cats are actually cuddling him. He lifts his head and meets my surprised gaze. His expression remains unfazed.
Ah, here comes another one.
Cat ears? Oh, we're just poking him.
They're not a prop. These are real, kitten.
This is a special gene product extracted from evolvers who can biologically modify themselves. Its inhibitor is known exclusively to the creator. Last week, Mr. Sylus petted our cats for no justified reasons when he was playing with kitty cards. Our staff was very annoyed. actions.
By turning him into a cat. Old cat climbs onto Silas's chest, but it's swiftly grabbed by the hand of fate.
Butler Caracal, put down our esteemed guest now! Let me remind you that if you don't change your attitude, those cat ears will become permanent.
Is that so? I'm so scared.
Silas nonchalantly shoves the cat into my hands.
Snap out of it. I guess someone's already forgotten why she's even here in the first place.
Is he gotta whisper like that? He once again reads my mind. I focus my attention back on the purpose of my visit. Ahem. There's a black market merchant who goes by the name Snowy Owl. Do you know this person?
That does ring a bell. You're looking for this person? Then we need to pay a visit to the cruise ship.
As Silas speaks, he gets up and lifts two cats by the scruff of their necks. They had jumped onto the couch in an attempt to cuddle him against his will. The two cats dangle helplessly in the air and meow up a storm.
Butler Caracal, put down the guests. Your service rating is already in the negatives.
Manager, letting him stay in the cafe will only worsen your customer satisfaction. Let me handle this. I promise that if you give me one day, I'll make sure he's an obedient, well-behaved butler.
This Caracal butler is very unruly. It will be a challenge to train him in such a short time frame.
Link on transfer. A fee of 100 has been paid.
This is the rental fee for the day.
Deal.
Wow, that was that easy.
100? That's what I'm worth?
Oh, you're fine. I probably overpaid, to be honest. Anyways, let's go. Once we board the yacht, we set sail into the vast sea. The grand, luxurious cruise ship awaits us as it teems with activity. Silas and I step onto it in the afternoon.
We'll be entering international waters tonight. That's when this boat will become a black market. Snowy Owl has been a permanent resident on this cruise ship and never sets foot on land.
According to the intel provided by the association, Snowy Owl is very interested in evolvers who can biologically modify themselves. Artist, thank you. Thank you for the 30 biddies. And Sylus, who is currently being punished by the Evol Cats, will be my assistant in helping me use this info to my advantage. Now that you're wearing your butler uniform, you'll have to put on an impressive show later. We'll lure Snowy Owl out in one go.
Okay, but shouldn't you have asked for my opinion before coming up with this plan?
I paid good money for you.
Please watch your step, my lady.
An afternoon tea party is currently taking place on the deck. I have purposely selected this event because I can make an entrance with Sylus by my side.
Look at that butler. Are those cat ears real?
Anyone who boards this cruise ship isn't a normal person.
Sit here, please. My lady, should I prepare the usual for your afternoon tea? Or would you like to try one of the ship's special delicacies?
He can call me my lady all the time. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. He can keep doing that. Are there any teas I haven't tried?
There is one called Icy Solitude. Since it's brewed using the leaves of a rare polar plant, it can only be obtained through special means.
Since when did you thoroughly research this? I steal a glance at Sylus as he pulls out a chair for me. His etiquette is impeccable. Sorry. Its name does I'm sorry. One's curiosity. Alright, I'll try it. I hope it proves to be worthwhile. With his hands clad in white gloves, Sylus gracefully stoops down to prepare tea for me. Excruciating words. Words are not coming today. Each movement with remarkable elegance. And with composed grace, I sip my drink. I could feel many eyes focusing on me. Honestly, it's rather mediocre. This can't compare to the strata that I usually have. I probably said that wrong, too.
Indeed. The plant used for strata is gathered from caverns that lie hundreds of meters below the Earth's surface. Its exceptional rarity truly sets it apart from the rest.
Sylus and I play off each other. Our nonsensical... oh my god, chat. I'm sorry. Our nonsensical show is flawless, more or less.
Although she has an understated demeanor, she has an air of finesse. I wonder who she is.
She must be a big shot, since she can train such kind of evolver into her butler.
Good. Everyone's attention is on me and Sylus. Now we just... I turn to address Sylus, who's standing behind me, but he's captivated by the sky. His gaze is fixed on the seagulls circling overhead. Yeah, it really does. See so. I just can't talk today. It's been like this since I started stream 5 hours ago. It's real bad. I'm like tongue-tied and flustered and yeah. I'm fine.
Miss, are you willing to trade away your butler? Name your price.
No, I'm not. That's my man's. That is my man's. He is not for sale. I will fight.
The bids are placed, the object goes to the highest bidder.
Mine. It's mine. As passengers continue to approach me, inquiring about my price, I elegantly stand up from my seat. I look at Sylus to get his opinion. Only to see he has grabbed a seagull. The bird is struggling to free itself. Why do you have a seagull? What are you doing? Sigh. I immediately step in front of him. I pry open his hand to release the terrified, innocent bird. Did the seagulls attack you or something?
It was out of instinct.
A passenger dressed in exotic clothing walks up to us.
Miss, may I speak to you in private?
Speak to you.
Oh no. As soon as I see the colorful parrot perched on his shoulder, a sense of foreboding washes over me. Unsurprisingly, Sylus succumbs to his impulses and reaches out.
It's mine.
No, it's not, Sylus.
Bad person, help!
What would he do to Mephisto? I quickly snatch the parrot from him and put it back on the passenger's shoulder. Then I quickly grab those fidgeting hands. My Carkle butler can be bargained for, but it depends on what you bring to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to seeing you this evening at the banquet. Inside the first-class cabin, Sylus surveys the room. There's a hint of irritation on his face.
Why were you nervous? I wasn't gonna do anything to the parrot.
I'm sure. I'm so sure about that. I don't believe in a feline's promise to not harm birds, so why are you all riled up?
I'm not. I'm just patrolling my territory.
He casually settles down on the couch and starts blowing on his palm. A colorful feather rises and falls. Wait, isn't that feather from the parrot? You didn't pluck it, did you?
The bird was molting because of how scared it was. Why are you blaming me?
The colorful feather is blown into the air. He catches it and brings it back to the front of his mouth. You're not your usual self, Sylus.
Yeah, I'm not the Sylus you'd normally see anyway.
Is it because of the special gene product?
Truly dislike water. You brought me onto a ship, so of course I'm going to feel agitated. Come closer.
Sylus pulls me into his embrace, burying his head into my shoulder as he takes a deep breath.
I knew it. Only familiar pheromones can calm me down.
Woo!
Then you should stay quiet and don't move. Let me get more of my sedative.
You need a minute? Oh. During the banquet, I'm still laughing, I'm sorry. During the banquet, people mingle and enjoy their drinks. Enchanting music fills the air. At first glance, nothing is different from a typical high-class party.
The technology in this chip is like having the brain of a top scientist.
Fully automatic smart prosthetics? How disappointing.
I don't know, that sounds pretty cool to me. Having eavesdropped on several conversations, I feel like everyone on this ship could be in a prison for at least 100 years.
My lady, has anything caught your eye?
You should know my taste.
Of course. Please allow me to inspect the goods before presenting them to you.
As soon as Sylus and I appeared at the banquet, the crowd's gaze follows us. It's mainly because of Sylus's special cat ears.
I bet 70% of the people here are interested in me.
I bet 90% of the people here are interested in you, myself included. I'm done. Then play your part. We're going to spice things up. He lowers his head obediently, letting me play with his soft, irresistible cat ears. They twitch slightly under my touch, and I can practically feel the curious gazes around us brighten.
Or should we add fuel to the fire?
Stop lagging. His fluffy ears gently brush against the side of my face for a few times. Soon enough, a waiter comes over with a long list.
Miss, here is a list of gifts for you from the guests who are attending tonight's auction. Should you find something that suits your fancy, you may visit the sender's private lounge. They would be delighted by your presence. Oh, and don't forget to bring your butler.
This is seeming very Black Butler coded. Just a little bit. Sylus sits down on the couch and helps me unwrap the presents. He's practically buried in boxes, his eyes half closed with boredom. A prophecy book from 2,000 years ago?
Boring.
Here's some long-distance hypnotizing spray. A protocore cat wand. It's powered by a protocore and automatically switches between different modes. Out of instinct, he paws at the cat wand in my hand. Then he immediately looks away in disdain. Is this a collar? Let me read the instructions. I wonder what's so special about it. But before I can take a closer look at it, Sylus suddenly picks up a gift box that's just been opened.
Our fish has taken the bait.
Inside the gift box lies a deep blue protocore. Through the light surrounding it, I spot a string of floating numbers within. It matches up with the intel. Snowy Owl is really interested in you. If she buys you, I'll have an insider.
That's the next step of your plan? You're going to sell me off so I can be another woman's
No,
pet.
I would never do that, darling. You don't have to worry about that at all. I would never do that. Now, she might, but I would never. Well, I think it's a good plan. Since you're the leader of Oni Kindness, you must have good acting skills, right? I quickly sneak in, place a tracker while you entertain her. You just need to keep her busy for 5 minutes. Sylus spreads his arms and leans back. He looks arrogant.
Don't forget that I'm not a qualified butler. If I'm suspected of...
In that case, you could try. Damn it. Entertain her, you say? You could try being super cute. Who would ever be suspicious of an adorable kitty like yourself?
I'm sorry, kitten, but being cute isn't my forte.
Come on, it's easy. Pretend I'm Snowy Owl. Let's do a practice round. Oh, we're already into it. Okay. I'm not ready, chat. We already did Xavier's this morning, and Xavier's, it's wild. It's wild. It's real wild. I will be clipping it, so if you missed it, there'll be clips up later. Ahem. Snowy Owl likes men who are obedient and well-behaved, and you're... He's so pretty.
Do I meet your expectations, my lady?
Well, you cost me a lot of money.
I've only been a butler for a few days. If my service isn't good enough, there's no refund. You're enjoying this, aren't you, my lady?
Yes. Oh, his facial expressions are so cute. I can't.
Cute, huh? Even though the ears are temporary, they're a part of me for now. You shouldn't touch me so casually. I'm not used to it. I guess you're well acquainted with a cat's weak spots.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes, this side as well.
My God!
My lady, are you really doing this so another woman can me?
Why did we lag? Stop lagging. God damn it.
You thought I was talking about that? What's wrong with your head?
It wasn't a kiss. I was really hoping it was a kiss. God damn it.
I don't recall ever agreeing to this little plan of yours.
Oh? Oh?
By the way, do you actually not care if I become someone else's cat?
They are so close together. Wait.
So you already prepared your trump card.
Damn it. Damn it. It's coming. I know it's coming. His kiss card has to be coming. I do like how close they were, though. That was cute. That was really cute. In the evening, while Sylus distracts Snowy Owl in a private lounge, I use this chance to sneak into her room and install a tracking device. Oh yes, there are kiss cards. After returning to my cabin, I start removing any biological traces while anxiously waiting for Sylus to return. Suddenly, there's a knock. I grasp my firearm and silently hide behind the door.
Meow. You're a very cautious person, kitten.
I grasp Silas's hands to inspect them, then I gently caress his cheeks.
Now you look like someone who just reunited with her long-lost cat.
You still want to mess around, huh? Well, nothing appears to be out of place.
I've encountered more dangerous people, but you weren't this nervous before.
It's different this time.
How so?
His dark red pupils fixate on me. Did Snowy Owl do anything to you?
You were worried about that?
His mood visibly improves.
You didn't think twice about sending me out, though.
I'm just worried about you getting distracted by other people's treats while wearing the collar I gave you.
Just so you know, I really enjoy watching when you're not being honest with yourself.
Sylus takes my hand and places something in my palm.
Don't worry. Everything was properly. Didn't even have to step through the door.
I don't know why it just lagged again. I'm sorry, chat. It's a slender little bottle, the spray that's said to be capable of making anyone fall asleep from a long distance.
There was actually something useful in all those gifts you received. I decided to put it to good use.
Oh, you put her to sleep. Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I winged it. And I figured I could check to see if my lady wasn't actually planning to sell me and run off herself.
Bathed in the moonlight, the sea is tranquil. Our speedboat drifts further and further away from the cruise ship.
We've deployed one of our squads using the location signal.
Let me romance her.
The mission was completed flawlessly.
Please enfold. Let me. Let me. With my mission over, my tense nerves finally relax. Soon enough, I notice a black briefcase that's next to my seat.
Careful. The thing inside can accidentally go off.
Despite saying that, Sylus maintains his composure as he drives the speedboat. Is it a weapon? You got it from the ship?
If we want to get technical, I'm just a butler acting on my lady's behalf.
Did you plan this from the start? You used me to get on board and steal whatever you wanted?
You're the one who wanted me to help you catch a fish. Is a cat even capable of scheming? I just wanted to get some treats.
You're a greedy opportunist. The speedboat glides gracefully into the serene, waveless shallows. Under the bright moonlight, we leave behind the hustle and bustle. You used me again to get something for yourself. That was your lesson.
Wasn't selling me part of your plan, though. You also can't just let me pointlessly address you as my lady so many times.
Oh, yes, I can. I have an urge to flick his cat ears again because I'm annoyed, but upon seeing how soft and fluffy they are... She's gonna put him to sleep. Sylus slightly squints like a content cat. Sylus, you're acting like a real cat now.
Being a cat every once in a while.
I'm gonna cry. Why did I cry?
Isn't too bad. Easily satisfied.
But you can usually get whatever you want. How are you still not satisfied?
The more you have, the more you desire.
When was the last time you felt satisfied?
I don't remember.
That's not fair. Compared to you, I'm content all too often.
Touching cat ears can make you satisfied?
Yeah. Reluctantly, I nod. Mirth appears in his gaze. I can't tell if it's because of his feline nature or how he currently feels.
In that case, I have a suggestion, since we still have some time before the dawn arrives.
He's my absolute favorite, Shiso. As Sylus says this, he stops the speedboat with one hand. Lincoln's coast is in the distance. He leans down, taking my hand and placing it on his cat ears.
You did hire me, kitten. It's only fair to get your money's worth. And on this speedboat, there are only opportunists who never accept losses.
In the shallow water's serene embrace, the small speedboat sways like a cradle. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I liked it. Was really hoping for a kiss, but maybe we'll see it when his myth finally comes out.